So you have no idea how thankful I am that there's a microphone today? Because I don't know, Steph already kind of brought this up, but I'm not really a huge talker. I prefer to call it soft-spoken, but it is what it is. So I think you can imagine my apprehension when I realized that I had to stand up here and give a speech. But I think if there's one thing that I learned in the past 4 years is that you have to push through your comfort zone if you want to succeed, whether it's in the pool or out. So here we go. So I could ramble on up here for like 10 minutes, which I don't really want to do and I don't think I want to listen to, about how great HOC has been for a lot of different reasons. But I also don't really want to make Ali cry, so I think I'll avoid that. And instead I just want to share a short story with you of something that happened to me over the summer that I think kind of just like encompasses what this whole experience has been for me. And I was at the beach with walking back from the beach with my uncle, and he was asking me sort of the generic questions about, so house swimming, like what do you do? What are practices like? What's your team like? What goals do you set for yourself? And it's the type of stuff that we're all used to answering and trying to explain why on earth we would wake up at 6 a.m. to jump into water that's freezing cold all the time. And so I answered his questions as best as I could, and then he kind of went really quiet, which is very strange because my uncle is basically the complete opposite of me in terms of talking. Like he would just go on and on. It's very overwhelming. And all of a sudden he went really quiet, and then he looks at me and he goes, "You know what? I think that is really incredible what you do. Like, I think it's very impressive, and I think you should be extremely proud of yourself." And at the time, I was just sort of laughed it off. I was like, "Yeah, well, thank you. That's very sweet of you." But as I was thinking about it, it really struck me, and it was something that I think that we don't give ourselves enough credit for a lot of the time. So at the end of the season, we think about the times we did, and the practice 55 and 100s, or maybe stuff doing the Dougie on full deck, and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm just going to give ourselves like a little bit of an ego boost and say that I think we all are very incredible, and what we do is impressive. And I think that we should be proud of ourselves. And for me, at least this year, it helped a lot to get out of bed and sometimes push through workouts for the one last season, But maybe it will help some of you guys in the next years or so get out of bed and finish a set, or maybe it won't. But at the very least, I thought it would maybe make you guys smile. So.